Don't forget to subscribe to Aiden Inmate. Last night I had this weird dream, but let me tell y'all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God, or at least help me bail bonds. This is Puff Daddy. Well, right now it's inmate number bad boy for life, coming to you live from the most exclusive gated community I've ever been in. And by exclusive, I mean they really don't let you leave. First of all, let's address the elephant in the cell. Yes, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil at my crib. 1,000. TMZ out here acting like I was building a slippery fortress or something. Listen, a king has needs. My skin didn't get this glow from prayer and wishful thinking. But the way the feds inventoried it, you'd think they found El Chapo's skincare routine. Exhibit A, the Glossier felony. And Stevie J, my guy out here doing interviews like he wasn't the one borrowing my oils back in 2003. Boy, you know you used to sneak into my stash like, Puff, let me get a little drip for the ladies. Now you on TV acting brand new, the betrayal. Speaking of betrayal, Jay-Z, Jigga, my brother, you couldn't send a care package, a little bottle of Ace of Spades smuggled in a loaf of bread, nothing. I see how it is. It's only billionaire love. But let me get serious for a second. Cassie, I owe you an apology, and not one of those Instagram story apologies that disappear in 24 hours. A real one. I'm in here with nothing but time and regret, and yeah, I messed up. Bad. You deserve better, and for what it's worth, I'm sorry. Now, can y'all stop playing me and you every time I walk into the mess hall? It's awkward. Back to my new life, though. Y'all think making the band was hard? Try making friends in here when your cellmate's biggest flex is that he once saw you at the 1998 VMAs. And the food? Let's just say the only bad boy in this cafeteria is the meatloaf. I asked for seasoning, and they gave me a look like I requested a truffle risotto. And the showers? Lord, I haven't been this scared of water since that time I fell off the jet ski in Miami. The way these dudes lathered up with that state soap. I know y'all got money on your books, invest in some shea butter. But here's the real kicker. I tried to bribe the guard with a verbal IOU for front row seats to my first post-prison concert. He said, man, you better sit down before I add contempt to your sentence. Rude. So yeah, day one down, only however many more to go. But when I get out, oh, it's on. First, I'm dropping prison mixes featuring all new jailhouse freestyles. Second, I'm suing whoever made these scratchy jumpsuits. And third, I'm never letting Stevie J near my oils again. Let me tell y'all how my first day of trial went, because whoo, if humiliation was a currency, I'd be broke right now. First off, they made me walk in wearing handcuffs like I'm some common playa hater. Me, the man who invented the shiny suit. The disrespect was palpable. The prosecutor stood up looking like young M.A. on Judge Judy mode, talking about, Mr. Combs, you stand accused of being extra for decades. I tried to object, but my lawyer was too busy Googling how to defend a billionaire. Then they brought up Keefe D, like he's the model citizen. This man out here snitching on Tupac's case like it's a podcast interview, and they're acting like I'm the problem. The irony. If Pac could see this, he'd be rolling in his grave, or allegedly in Cuba, depending on who you ask. And then they hit me with the Kim Porter questions. Now y'all want to care about Kim? Where was this energy when she was alive? The way they dragged her name into this courtroom like she was the one on trial? Disgusting. I should have objected, but my lawyer was still stuck on Google. Al B. Sure popped up as a character witness. Al B. Sure. Talking about, I've known Sean since New Jack Swing days. My brother, that was 30 years ago. You know you just came for the free lunch and camera time. Old night and day looking ass. And the media, oh, they had a field day. TMZ out here calling it Diddy's downfall. Like they weren't just at my 4th of July party eating my lobster tails last summer. Fake love. The jury, a bunch of regular folks who look like they've never even heard a Bad Boy record. One lady kept staring at me like I was Mr. from Pulp Fiction. Ma'am, I am not Marcellus Wallace. Drake, my brother, you're down bad. Why don't we link up? By the end of the day, I was exhausted. The judge said, we'll reconvene tomorrow. And I almost cried. Not because I was scared, but because tomorrow's lunch is meatloaf again. But through it all, I still kept my cool. Because when you're Puff Daddy, even jail is just a bad business trip. And when I get out, oh, it's going to be a movie. I can see it now. All right, y'all, the moment of truth, sentencing day, the day they decide whether Puff Daddy becomes Prison Puff for the next decade. Let me tell you how this circus went down. It was like Judge Judy meets The Wire with a Bad Boy soundtrack. First off, they made me wear the same tan jumpsuit from intake. No fresh fit for the big day? Rude. I asked the guard, ain't y'all heard of courtroom couture? He said, the only couture you getting is orange and state issued. The disrespect. The prosecution stood up looking like Young Thug's lawyer's angry cousin, talking about, Your Honor, Mr. Combs represents a danger to society. Danger to what? The champagne industry? Please. Then they played surveillance footage, and not my good angles either. They got me on camera buying baby oil like it's Black Friday at CVS. The judge squinted at the screen like, Mr. Combs, is that 32 bottles in one transaction? I had to explain, Your Honor, a king pre-buys. You think I'm out here making weekly oil runs like some commoner? The courtroom lost it. My mitigation witnesses were a mess. Mace showed up 30 minutes late. Some things never change. Mary J sang a cappella like this was Star Search. Jay Prince threatened to handle it Houston style if I got time. But the real moment came when they let me speak. I stood up, adjusted my imaginary tie, and said, Your Honor, I just want to say, can't stop, won't stop was not a legal confession. The judge gave me 10 years with a straight face, like he wasn't about to go home and bump I Need a Girl Part 2 in his Honda Accord. Now I'm sitting in transit with a rapper who got caught with actual drugs, a pastor who stole from his church, and me, the guy who had too much oil. The bad boy hierarchy is wild these days, but when I get out in 2034, first thing I'm doing is dropping free Diddy merch. Pre-order now. Hosting Making the Bail on YouTube. Buying 1,001 bottles of oil just to spite the system. I'm going to take your souls. We have the power. We decide what's hot. If we don't go, nobody goes. If we don't support, nobody supports. We control what's cool. We control what's hot. We control what your kids listen to, what they dance to. We control what's in video games. We control how they wear their pants, sag their pants. We control everything.